Incendiary bombs began to rain down on Tokyo. Within hours, hundreds of small fires merged into a single sea of flames. The firestorm became so powerful that people trying to escape were pulled back into the inferno. Desperate civilians ran toward rivers, throwing themselves into the water in hopes of survival. But the heat was so... By early 1945, Japan was militarily exhausted. Island after island in the Pacific had fallen, and the American Navy had completely encircled the Japanese mainland. Yet the military leadership in Tokyo refused to surrender, even though they knew the nation was facing total destruction. This stubborn defiance led American commanders to make a war-changing decision. Japanese cities would be burned one by one. After months of preparation, on the night of March 9, 1945, hundreds of B-29 bombers took off for one of the largest firebombing operations in history. The targets were not military bases, but Tokyo's civilian districts. The operation was named Operation Meetinghouse. Much of Tokyo consisted of narrow streets and wooden houses. This construction style multiplied the effect of incendiary bombs. According to the plan, the first waves would ignite specific neighborhoods, allowing the fires to merge and cause the city to destroy itself. Shortly after midnight, thousands of incendiary bombs began to rain down on Tokyo. Within hours, hundreds of small fires merged into a single sea of flames. The firestorm became so powerful that people trying to escape were pulled back into the inferno. Desperate civilians ran toward rivers, throwing themselves into the water in hopes of survival. But the heat was so intense that in some areas, the water itself began to boil. That night, tens of thousands of people died, either burned alive or drowned. By morning, the eastern districts of Tokyo had been erased. Around 40 square kilometers were reduced to ashes, and more than 1 million people were left homeless. According to official figures, nearly 100,000 civilians were killed in a single night. What happened in Tokyo marked the beginning of the end for Japan's other cities as well. Within weeks, Osaka, Nagoya, Kobe, and dozens more shared the same fate. Japanese industry collapsed, and ports and infrastructure became unusable. This systematic destruction nearly eliminated Japan's ability to continue the war. Factories stood silent, and millions of people struggled with hunger and homelessness. The scale of civilian losses could no longer be concealed. For the first time, serious divisions emerged within the imperial government. Some generals openly warned that if the war continued, the Japanese people would face total annihilation. The night of March 10, 1945, in Tokyo, remains the deadliest conventional air attack in history. That single night broke the backbone of Japan's resistance and set in motion the irreversible process that would soon force the empire to surrender.